Kelly, you're filming us, and we're filming you.
Yes.
I was asked to film just in case.
Never
disparities. You never know. Editing is a wonderful thing, and
The guy
we
came
want to
up
make sure.
taping us with fascist or racist.
Racist. His big shirt said racist.
Yeah.
It said something doesn't make me racist. That's all you see.
So I was going to ask if I can answer the first question.
Sure.
Because I've seen y'all out here a couple times.
But they might get real close because
the first time I've been here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they might get real close because of the wind.
I've seen at
This
least
is
you a
Michael.
couple
This
times.
You saw me the last time I was here
Yeah.
filming,
Yeah.
and I filmed the parade.
Can I ask what it's for? As far as like what are you doing with the video? What's it?
I
where's
edit
going
it,
to?
and then I give it to the CIA.
Okay. I just asked. There's some.
No, obviously the CIA wouldn't say that.
I don't know. The CIA would say whatever was
Really?
most
Why would
productive to
they?
their.
But the real reason that you're doing this,
Oh boy, where do I begin?
Just quickly.
I don't want to say this and be on YouTube saying this, but
You can edit that up.
capitalist socialist, and I want to see. I would like to see this movement move us into socialism. It's a big target.
I'm not far off from you, so that we're pretty close on the
I'm
same
not
page.
surprised you're saying that. I would predict he would say that.
back and forth. Can we interview you?
Sure.
Okay. Kelly, where are you from, and how old are you?
I am 42. My real name is Keldon. Westgate, yes. And I am the director of the Foundation for Life Ministries here in Orlando. It's a residential treatment center for alcoholics and addicts. I'm a former addict myself. I moved down here from Boston, Massachusetts about 20 years ago, and this has been my home since.
Do I call you Kelly or Keldon?
Kelly is fine.
Kelly is fine. So this is not new to you.
Which this?
Well, protest movements.
This actually is my first physical involvement in a protest movement. I've been waiting for this pretty much my whole life.
Can you tell us a little bit about your experience, how long you've been here, and what your experience has been?
I've been here since day 2. I missed day 1. My sister had a birthday, so I wasn't able to make it out here. But I've been here since day 2.
Which means you've been here how many days?
We're looking at 32 days. I believe.
No, I think 35.
Well, okay, so that would make me 34 days.
And when you say you've been out here, what are we talking about? Are you here like a couple of hours a day? Are you here 24 hours a day?
I'm not here 24 hours a day because I do have a job, and I also take care of my 80-year-old mother, and I have a dog at home. So.
And when you say you have a job, your job is working with
alcoholics and addicts. I run a treatment center here in Orlando.
What has been your personal experience being here? What have you learned? What has affected you most? What's been the most? Has there been anything that's sort of different than anything that you've experienced before by being out here?
I would say there's a lot I've learned, and I've learned a lot of the specific issues of what has happened in our society and in our government and in with the politics and with the economics. I'm learning a lot of that stuff as we go. I think the biggest impact I've had being here, when I was young and growing up, social life was very person-to-person, face-to-face. And that has changed, evolved over the years due to social media and interactions online and everything.
Shooting me, shooting you.
I think, at least speaking for me personally, life has become separated. I have a whole ton more friends on Facebook, if you want to call them friends. But the social interaction face-to-face, actually sitting down with people in a group of people and expressing ideas and showing concern for one another and acting as a group is something new and profound in my life. And it's just been an amazing experience. That, if nothing else, that I've gotten out of this is incredible.
So what you found here is a sense of community.
Yes, but beyond that I didn't know existed. It's not just this community that I found. I found a sense worldwide, really, with the movement that's going on, that there is a growing worldwide community. And that I know, the same as in Alcoholics Anonymous, which I attend those meetings, when you go to any meeting anywhere on the planet, you are like walking into a group of family, even though they're all strangers. And I know that to be true of the occupation as well, that there's not an occupied site that I couldn't walk into and be welcomed as a member of the family.
How long have you been involved with your current job?
I've been the director there for 5 years.
And since this economic downturn has happened, which has probably been over the past 3 or 4 years, have you noticed any differences or changes, or how has it affected the people that you've come in contact with, who already were people that are on the low, were just struggling to exist?
And I can speak first personally on that, because I was a carpenter framer, built houses for years and years and years, and because of the economic downturn, that work dried up. It was almost gone. I used to make really good money doing that, but it also opened up and allowed me to experience my bottom and to get treatment for myself. Having received that treatment myself, I was offered this job, which has been a blessing. I haven't made this small amount of money since I was 17 working at McDonald's, but it has. I've never had a job that's more personally beneficial or inspiring. I don't know exactly how to describe that, but I've certainly, as an ex-convict, as an ex-addict, have seen the hard times, as hard as it is already with anyone who's down, to get up in the world. Certainly experiencing it through the clients where I work, pretty much all in the same background, most with criminal records, and certainly, the addiction issues and homelessness and joblessness. It is impossible, I want to say impossible, and I want to make sure I use that word, impossible, to get a job above and beyond minimum wage. And almost impossible to get anything full-time, which means 40 hours a week, including benefits. There is part-time, menial, flipping burgers at McDonald's or digging ditches or something like that for minimum wage available, but even that's hard to find. And certainly, if you have any kind of record or you come from any addiction background, you don't have a track record of a good job track record. And so I can't even imagine what it would be to come out of college with a fresh degree and be ready to tackle your career and to realize there isn't one, that you're parking cars or flipping burgers. It's pretty busy.
My last question. Despite everything that you've just said, what is your personal feeling about the future of this country? Are you optimistic about the future or pessimistic about the future, as it's going to affect most Americans and affect yourself personally?
Can I get a clarification? You mean if it continues the way it is, or if we are successful in bringing about change?
I don't have a sense of whether it's going to continue as it is or whether the change is going to. But
I'll answer both. If it continues the way it is, I think the whole world is doomed to economic collapse. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And what chaos that ensues, I don't even want to imagine. I do believe that the Occupy worldwide is becoming so big and so unmovable that change is inevitable. And I don't know what the specific outcome or end game will be, but I know that it will certainly be a much, much better place to live, and a much, much better planet to live on.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say that I haven't asked you, or is there a message out there?
I want to reiterate what the other gentleman said. I want to say that these are all personal opinions, personal experience. I don't speak for the group. One of the best things I've found here is, with all the differences of backgrounds and of opinions and religious beliefs and political leanings and economic beliefs, I mean, you just name it. We have such a wide variety of individuals here. The one thing that we can all agree on is that stuff is pretty messed up, and I'll say it lightly. And we all agree that something needs to change, and that's pretty much what we can all agree on, all of us that are here and all of you out there. I've not yet met anyone that I've spoken to that has been able to honestly say that the world is going well and doesn't need to be changed, doesn't need to be fixed.
And I think most Americans, when they poll most Americans would agree with you that we're on the wrong course as a nation and as a people.
Definitely.
So something's going on.
And I want to say it's bigger than the nation. I know you keep referring to the United States, and I love my country, but we are bigger than that at this point. the media, the social media, all the interaction has brought the world together. And we used to joke about one world or the new world order and how the world was all going to come together under these evil superpowers. I don't know that they were far off, because you can see that politically and economically. I think one of the things the occupation has the capability of doing, and I hope for, is to bring about a new world order, but that isn't a political or economic or whatever, that it is more a voice of the people, about the people, for the people, yeah.
Great. Well said.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.